Good morning, dear Tibetians. This is Emmanuel Deniswa. I am grateful this morning to come once again live on this YouTube channel on matters of the Billion Coin community. I am glad to join thousands and millions of Tibetians across the globe. Today is the 19th of November 2018. It's yet another good day this side of the southern part of Africa. I would love to assume that everyone out there is well prepared for the day because, as we know, all of us, we have a massive task to push this membership growth to a 1 billion registered members in our new economy. TBC is our new economy. TBC is our new currency. TBC is ours. It belongs to us. We need to adopt it wholeheartedly, but we need to adjust ourselves in the right frame of mind. We need to learn certain aspects, certain things of the Billion Coin. And for us to forge ahead, we need to be a loving generation. We need to respect one another. We need to show love for one another. We need to listen to one another. We need to unpack this TBC thing. We need to actually educate each other, because without education, one cannot be in a proper frame of mind. There are certain things that we need to adjust to ourselves, especially as we are all away through the public notice that we are no longer attached to any fiat currencies. We are advised by the Billion Coin not any longer to make any reference in terms of fiat currencies out there. Now TBC coin is measured in grains of gold. We do the registrations in grains of gold. If someone is joining our community, one has to pay 4 grains worth of Bitcoin to join, to be able to register as a new member. This 4 grain is equivalent to, if you use this calculator which is provided, you'll find that it is about $10 something. So we are no longer ever going to make any references in terms of fiat currencies of any other nations, because why? We are private. We are not connected to any government financial institutions. TBC is private and it's a centralized cryptocurrency. If someone intends to buy 13 Kringles, we have to exchange with 40 grains of gold. So we need to start now changing, adapting into new measurements, because we are measured in gold. Gold does not belong to any government. It belongs to Mother Nature. We are referring ourselves, we are touching our coin into grains of gold. So in order for us to be able to pronounce such things, we need to practice. And how do we practice? We practice every time by referring our mindset to the admin blog. We need to read certain articles. Now, today, my dear Tibetians, once again, allow me to invite you to take a walk with me to the Green Park. You know what? Always when I refer to the Green Park, I refer to the admin block. It's our park where we have to go. It's like a pasture. We graze there as the Billion Coin membership. Allow me to make ourselves to make reference or to adjust ourselves to the newest blocks. There are developments in the Billion Coin going around. Anyway, let us go to our KCBO and log in first. We are going to log into our KCBO, our Kringley Cash Back Office. There we go. Any paid member is able to go through. This is the face of our Kringley Cash Back Office. It's also written here, beware of scammers posing as TPC exchangers. In my last item, I touched especially on scammers. Let us be smarter than scammers. As long as we stick to our admin block, we will never be, we will never fall prey to these scammers. Now today, let us go to our education portal. We cannot do anything until we refer our minds to the current blogs. These are some of the ongoing items. The Bengali TPC community is creating momentum. It's a video. It's time for broadcasters and the TPC community to ground themselves to God. Right. This is what I want us to cover today. Let us go into this. If we have time, we will reflect on other newest blogs. It goes on to say, dear members, it's time for broadcasters and the TPC community to ground themselves to gold. We need to ground ourselves. It goes on to say private, public. Let us read together. It goes on to say, we don't want any confusion about our private status in the world today. Public regulators are looking for an excuse to rob our private currency and tie us down because they could care less about our mission to end poverty globally. Understand one thing, government is force. Force is the nature of government, and they rule over the public. Yet governments are bound by law. It is my opinion that as a whole, humanity lacks the maturity to live without government. Let me take note of this. It is my opinion. As a whole, humanity lacks the maturity to live without government today. So hear me loud and clear. Admin is not anti-government. Of course, I will never support the abuse of power that continues to come out of government. Even today, in modern times, private societies such as ours, remember we're a private society now, such as ours, have lawfully existed for thousands of years to my knowledge. Private simply means outside the domain of government. Private equals self-regulated. What you are doing is lawful. And it is important that every member behave in a lawful manner when they are talking about TPC. It is important that every member behave in a lawful manner when talking about TPC. Research has shown us that we are grounded when we compare the value of our private currency to the value of gold, but can be problematic when we compare our value to any fiat or money regulated by government. This is the official call out to all broadcasters and every member of the Billion Coin to stop comparing our coins to fiat. We need to stop this. Members, let's go ahead together. Just as we stated, we would in the first public notice. Remember the public notice. We have removed the references to any fiat from our websites. Clearly, our admin fee is 4 grains of gold, as I highlighted. We encourage and reward transactions that are done in increments of 40 grains of gold. The government did not make gold. Mother Earth has provided us with this gold, and she won't stop us from measuring the value of our coins against the value of gold. We don't want to upset any government regulators by our words. And that is why each and every member needs to embrace the reference to gold and stop referencing fiat. As you can see in the poster below, we have marked cash flow achievements in grains of gold. And you should know that a third-party calculator for grain is on your KCBO dashboard. And there are 480 grains in 1 troy ounce of gold. All TPC members should become experts in grains of gold. All of us, we need to learn about these grains of gold. Let's see, steps in cash flow achievement. As you can see, we had a poster previously which was making reference to currency. Now we have changed. Says here, 40 grains of gold a day. You can make that, or 100 grains a day, 200 grains of gold a day. You can as well be able to exchange 40 grains of gold a day. It goes up to 1,000 grains of gold a day. This is the 5th stage. Then the 6th one, you can as well make up to 2,000 grains of gold a day. So we need to start learning or training our minds that we are using grains of gold. We have to make reference to grains of gold whenever we talk about TPC coins. Let's go ahead. TPC kringlies are not backed by gold, and that means we are not pegged to gold either. The value of our TPC kringlies comes from our members, and we measure that value in grains of gold. You understand? TPC kringlies are not backed by gold, and that means we are not pegged to gold either. The value of our TPC kringlies comes from our members, and we measure that value in grains of gold. We do not want to be sloppy in making this clear when we are inviting others to join us in our private community and society. Here is another slide. The true value of TPC is based on the number of living men and living women that join us in agreement as members. We simply measure that value in gold. Our value of TPC is measured in gold. This is a serious matter, and we want to be at peace with all governments and their respective regulators all around the world. We don't interfere with public, so they should not interfere with us in the private. Admin asks for your full cooperation and thanks you in advance for it. There we are. Admin wants to ask for your cooperation in this regard. We should not make any references any longer, dear TPCians, in any fiat. We are no longer attached either to the US dollar or to any euros or what. Things have changed. Things are changing every day in our community. We need to go back to the public notice as well. We read. We will understand that we have moved. We are growing. We are developing. Let us adjust our mindset. Let us learn and teach and train other fellow TPCians so that we should change the way our tongue, the way we talk. It is easy because through practice we will become perfect. We will be perfect in whatever we're doing. So let us revisit this item time and again and read from the blog so that we are in the right frame of mind of reflecting on certain issues in our billion coin economy. Let me show some of the issues here. Let me just highlight now some of the most recent blogs. This one says, listen and you will sing up hundreds of people. You will sign up hundreds of people. This is a video, this one. If you can click there, you can as well sit at your home comfort. This is Mr. Stephen Kefi. Please let us have time and learn from such pillars. These are the pillars of the Billion Code. These are the members, leaders with experience. He is also one of the broadcasters, also one of the leaders who partake in the send button meetings. If we get behind them, they will help us to further understand TPC, what TPC is and what TPC is not. The other one, this is the other newest item. I will deliberate on this one separately. The SWs and the SCAF poster. We shall be dealing with it on a later stage. TPC as a movement to uplift humanity is a video. At your own comfort, you go into this. Say someone has broadcast 155 broadcasters. You click there. When what comes out? Mr. Randy Wilson. This is Randy Wilson. You know him from the CFCs. We know him very well. He's a talented, spirited, ethical person I have ever met. As I'm one of the CFC's students, I shall be seeing him in the in classes on my next registration. Hello, Randy. I hope you are doing well. We shall be meeting again in the next episode, in the next classes. I'm coming all the way. Right? Then we have this other one. The robot revolution needs to be balanced with an abundance-based economy for humans. This is also a nice video. The robot revolution needs to be balanced with an abundance-based economy for humans. If you click here, you can get some stuff on your own. Education, education. If we get into the habit of seeking out things, this is another item. 5-day system results in 2, 4, 18, and 16. Find out what is all this about. It is there. The reason why it is posted again here in the admin blog, it means it is very much important. Here comes Mr. Randy Wilson again. If we click here, you are going to actually get yourself more education, because education is power. Knowledge is power. November 13th, 2018, French, Hindi, Bengali, and Cambodian send pattern meetings start now. These are the posters on weekly basis. We are being encouraged. I also encourage members not to miss on the send button meetings. Let us get even those members who are not yet paid to pay their $10 admin fee so that they can attend to send button meetings. Like today is Monday, the 19th. We have an English version conducted by Mr. Randy Wilson. All leaders attend. Let us all attend in numbers as general members of the Billion Coin so that we are connected. See, this is the Tuesday lineup. On Tuesday, Mr. Derek Mber, the French one, as well as Mr. C.H. Pritam Kumar, the Hindi one, Mr. Mizanua Raman is taking us on the Bengal version. Mr. Scott Thorne is also taking us on the Cambodia version. So attending these send pattern meetings, I regard it as a mentorship, especially to our newest people, newest members. And also by listening, by attending, one will be collecting cookies. If you are a basic member, of course, you will be in a position to collect 1,000 cookies, which is equivalent to 10 kringles. You multiply 10 kringles by the value of 1 kringle, which is about 8.104789. You find that you accumulate a value of almost about 81. I would refer to grains of gold, of course, because we are no longer using any fiat currencies, my dear Tibetians. Let us attend to these meetings online. Anyone with a smartphone can be able to attend on these meetings on the YouTube channel. Before I can cross over, if my time doesn't allow me, I would have covered a lot. Misuse of powerful tools can have unforeseen consequences. We covered on this one, but please read also, go back and read about the misuse, because we as members of the Billion Coin, we tend to misuse TPC as well. Most people don't have a purpose, they have a routine, and it is time to change. This one also is a very good video. It's a powerful one. We keep on doing one thing. We don't have a purpose. We repeat the same thing. Get into Randy, hear from him. because I might spoil his message. If you click on this video, you will, of course, get it as it is. My fellow friends, my fellow compatriots, my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow members, my fellow leaders, we are a family. We are a community with direction. If we adjust ourselves to the system of the billion coin, we shall be cash flowing. We shall be able to embark on the mass adoption of our coin. We shall be able to drive towards the ultimate prize, which is about 1 billion registered members in the billion coin. We need to focus and forge ourselves ahead. We need to love what we're doing, and we need to understand our role. We are role players in the mass adoption. We're helping each other to go ahead in order for us to become the adopters of the coin. We need to bring in people. The 24-hour and the 48-hour cookie reward. Let us take advantage of that. Let us bring many people into it. As we do, we are helping each other. As we help each other, we are helping ourselves. The last thing that I would love to emphasize, please, we are not a desperate community. Being in the redemption period says a lot. We are being empowered, and we need to be thankful of what we have been given, what TPC admin has given us. Some of us, we've got coins, kringlies in the TPC 009 wallet. What does that mean? Empowerment. We need to be thankful sometimes. Where else can you be given a gift worth 250 kringlies, which is, of course, 25,000 cookies? Who can give you that kind of gift or that amount of gift just by registering? And from then, what happens? Your kringlies start to appreciate in value as membership grows. Where else can you get such kindness? TPC admin is here to stay. TPC admin is going to change the whole world. Let us combine together as a united force. Let us respect the norms, the system of the billion coin. Let us not entertain to any other sources. We need to align ourselves to our leaders, align ourselves to the admin block every time. Let us be smarter. And we are not a desperate. There mustn't be any desperation at all. Let us just do this redemption. Especially, let's keep the votes rolling because we are voting. Go into a KCPO, log in, choose there. There are 3 options. But I would prefer the sooner we redeem, the better for us. Because we also have got the other coming redemption in May. Why must we keep ourselves waiting? We're waiting for what? My dear leaders out there, I want to thank you again. I want to thank admin for giving us a platform as broadcasters. And I wish every broadcaster success and every member success. Those who are not yet broadcasters, please join us. We need to spread the message of abundance. We need to free our people from enslavement. We need to educate people so that they realize who they are. God gave us wealth. We were given this wealth from our birthright. Before we were born, we were given everything. So let us adopt. Let us drive the mass adoption of the billion coin. Then things will be okay. I want to use this opportunity once again to say thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for taking your time. I really respect you so much. I respect each and every leader out there. May our Lord keep us together. and we shall be seeing each other in the next episode. Please stay blessed, stay focused. TPC is power. TPC is our future. I thank you. Bye. Till we meet again.